Welcome to the 2021 Arlington Heights Hearts of Gold ceremony. I am Lori Mitchell, Chairman of the Special Events Commission. And on behalf of the Commission, Mayor Hayes, the Board of Trustees, and the entire Arlington Heights community, we are pleased to recognize these 11 very special honorees. For the past 22 years, we have gathered to honor the Hearts of Gold recipients, and while COVID precautions prevent us from doing so at our usual dinner celebration, we wanted to make sure that the individuals we honor this year receive the accolades they so richly deserve. I thank you for setting aside the time to watch these presentations. The Hearts of Gold Awards recognize individuals, organizations, and businesses that live and work in Arlington Heights and make a difference in the life of others. They are citizens who, without seeking recognition for themselves, contribute their time and talent to improve lives to those around them. The Heart of Gold Awards are not necessarily based on these individuals and what they did during a particular period of time because, for the most part, their contributions are a part of their generous lifestyle. Arlington Heights is known as a city of good neighbors, and our Arlington Heights Hearts of Gold recipients are unselfish contributors who bring the statement to life. And although the 11 recipients we honor this evening don't seek recognition for their actions, taking the time to tell their stories and recognize their good deeds serves as an inspiration to all of us to contribute all we can to this wonderful community we live in. Now I would like to introduce Mayor Thomas Hayes, who will make a few remarks.
Well, thank you, Lori. On behalf of the rest of the Village Board and the citizens we represent, welcome to this very unusual 23rd Annual Hearts of Gold Award celebration, and congratulations to all of our 2021 Hearts of Gold winners and nominees. Thanks to all of you for joining us virtually this year to support, recognize, and celebrate your family members, co-workers, friends, and neighbors as they receive their very well-deserved awards. I want to especially thank Commission Chairwoman Lori Mitchell and all members of the Special Events Commission for their hard work in not only planning and executing this virtual event, but for all of the events they have provided to the community on a volunteer basis throughout the years. We certainly hope that we can return to in-person events later this year. Thanks also to Nancy Clues, our staff liaison to the Special Events Commission, our sponsors, and to Kevin Corcoran and Laurel Communications for producing and recording the event this year. It was nearly 1 year ago now that I had made very brief mention of the coronavirus during my welcoming remarks at the 2020 Hearts of Gold Awards dinner. I could never have imagined that we would still be in the midst of the pandemic and would have to be meeting virtually as I welcome you today. It has been a very challenging year for all of us, and there is no doubt that we will face more challenges in the weeks and months ahead. However, with the COVID-19 numbers going in the right direction again, and with vaccines now being distributed, I do believe that there is light at the end of the coronavirus tunnel as we turn the page into 2021. As someone who looks for the silver lining in everything, the pandemic has given many in our community what I like to call opportunities to excel. And I could not be more proud of the many people, especially our healthcare workers, first responders, and other essential workers who have taken our motto as the City of Good Neighbors to heart in this time of need. Our celebration is truly a reminder that Arlington Heights is blessed to be a community full of wonderful people who give their time and God-given talents to make a positive impact in the lives of others. As I say all the time, I like to consider Arlington Heights to be the largest small town in America, a shining city on a hill with thousands of points of light who contribute to the quality of life we enjoy in our community on a daily basis. You're going to hear some wonderful stories about and from our winners here today. But I know that there are hundreds of wonderful stories out there in our community that will go untold. So we congratulate and thank not only the winners we recognize today, but all those unsung heroes who have helped make our village, as voted once again by the Daily Herald readers, the best place to live, work, and raise a family in the suburban area. Once again, welcome. Thank you for your perseverance during the course of the pandemic, And may God bless you and your families in this new year.
Thank you, Mayor Hayes. Now let us begin our awards presentation. Mentor Heart of Gold recognizes an individual who has done an outstanding job working with a group or individual in Arlington Heights. This person inspires others to excel, serves as a role model, and provides leadership and mentoring that helps improve their behavior, performance, or employment skills. Commissioner Joe Mussolino will present the Mentor Heart of Gold.
It takes a special type of individual to help the youth of today navigate through the difficulties of these times. An individual who is motivating, optimistic, compassionate, and patient, especially when our children's ability to further their athletic, not to mention life, skills while interacting with their peers is limited to the screens of their devices even more than usual by our current situation. The 2021 Mentor Heart of Gold recipient, Stephan Polus, is one of these exemplary individuals. As the youth hockey coordinator for the Rolling Meadows Park District, Coach Polus has been an inspiration to hundreds of young individuals in their development, both on the ice, but more importantly, off of it. His singular focus on making his players better human beings while picking up a thing or two about playing the wonderful game of ice hockey has earned him the respect and adulation of not only his students and their families, but also of the Chicago Blackhawks, who named him the Coach of the Month in January of last year. It is an honor and distinct pleasure to award the 2021 Mentor Heart of Gold Award to Stephan Polus.
Wow, thank you very much. This is quite an honor to be here and to be up here and to receive this Heart of Gold. I really would like to thank the families of the Renegades, the families that nominated me for this beautiful award. It has been a privilege and an honor to coach, teach your kids, and to see them grow from little hockey tot age all the way up to squirt peewee, and I have some of them that are bantams who are 13, 14 years old now, and it's been a ride. And with everything going on in the world today, I'm just trying to, with the Renegades, we're just trying to make sure everybody's happy, safe, and healthy. I'd like to thank the Special Events Commission at the Village of Arlington Heights, and again, I can't be more proud of my kiddos and my community than I am right now. Thank you so much.
Best Neighbor Heart of Gold recognizes a resident of Arlington Heights who consistently goes out of his or her way to be a good neighbor. Please welcome Commissioner Karen DeZeller to present the Best Neighbor Heart of Gold.
It is my pleasure to introduce Mario and Cathy Corona. Mario and Cathy provided an oasis for families with young children during the pandemic. Both retired school teachers with 3 grown daughters, they established an outlet where kids could use their imaginations and foster creativity, supplementing the remote online school offered this year. Initially, Mario created a fairy garden, complete with wooden doors, trucks, and animals for the children to play with as they walked near the base of their parkway tree. Cathy began by writing the alphabet each day with an object that started with that letter. Soon, children and their families within a 3-block radius anxiously visited to see what was new, and friendships were formed. The Coronas drew upon their professional experience to inspire curiosity and bolster faith that people are good and willing to help each other. Mario has gladly added many trucks and cars from children's requests and sends them home to be painted. Cathy holds a regular social distant book club with the kids providing a semi-private classroom. The Coronas give freely of themselves, frequently asking what they can do to help, but see the children's excitement and new friendships more as a gift to themselves. Mario and Cathy emit warmth and a sense of calm during an uncertain period, which is so appreciated by those they meet. They are truly deserving of the Best Neighbor Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Karen. And thank you to the commission and to the neighbors who have made this recognition an event for us. It certainly has been a humbling and ironic surprise for us because we're just doing something that we enjoy so much. Mario and I have been in Arlington Heights for 4 years now, and of course, due to the pandemic, we're all enjoying or confined to our neighborhoods more and more. We've realized that our front door is about 5 steps away from the sidewalk, and the place where there's a lot of foot traffic, a lot of young families. As people went around and around just walking their kids because the parks were closed, the pool was closed, schools were closed, we just looked for ways to sort of draw them in and talk to them and play with them a little bit. We started out with the ringing the bells to thank our essential workers, and then I did the alphabet routine where we put out an object on our front porch and just watch parents kind of linger and talk to their kids about what they saw on our porch. And that sort of prompted Mario to get out his tools and burrow through the garage for things to make these fairy doors that made the kids actually climb out of their strollers to peer inside, and just prompted some imagination and stories. And more we got to know the families. So the kids would enjoy the fairy doors, and then it became, can you make a truck to go along with it, or can you make an airplane? And we had little parachute men going up into the trees one day. So the whole project has evolved because families come kind of on a regular basis. We know who to expect at 8 o'clock. We know there might be some play groups around 10 or 12, and even some friends that come later in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, and in the dark. We've had a few campfires and s'mores with friends. It's just been a wonderful time to get to know parents and caregivers and dogs, and we just really appreciate the fact that some of them come pretty regularly. We know them well enough to say, come on to the garage and see how Mario makes these things, and build a wooden tower, or let's play with the sawdust. And yes, the book club kind of evolved from all of that too, that parents trusted us to have this time with their kids, time that just filled our hearts so much because of the wonderful families that we've met. So we do thank you all. We thank you all for the experience, and we thank our friends, and we look forward to others. We say our best friends are, well, some of them are 4 and 5 years old, so we look forward to those that are waiting in the wings. Thank you very much.
Educator Heart of Gold recognizes an educator in Arlington Heights who goes beyond the school day to help teach our children. We now welcome Commissioner Colleen Gaughan to present the Educator Heart of Gold.
Dr. Deb Scerbicke, affectionately known as Dean Deb, has been the Dean of Students at St. Viator High School in Arlington Heights for the past 21 years. Deb holds multiple educational degrees, including a bachelor's degree, 2 masters, one of which is in education administration, and a PhD in American history, all of which come in very handy in attempting to juggle the needs of almost 900 students on a daily basis. Dr. Scerbicke is truly the heart of St. Viator High School. She knows each and every student by name, attends as many athletic events as possible, never misses a musical or concert, and will even happily lead her students on days-long retreats. Deb volunteers to supervise dances, help the Saturday detention students pick up garbage, ride the late bus on prom night, and MC the popular trivia night. On any typical day, Deb can be found out in the school parking lot directing the cars and guiding the buses, chatting with students at tables in the cafeteria while eating tater tots, and wandering the hallways wearing her signature cowboy boots greeting the students. This is how she gets to know and understand each student, by participating in the small, insignificant things that happen every day. Deb believes that the high school years are critical in a person's life, and that she has been blessed with the opportunity to make a difference in many of the students' lives. She has been known to say that the ordinary is what is extraordinary. Dr. Deb Scerbicke is truly one of Arlington Heights' finest and has a heart of gold. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Wow. As the Dean of Students at St. Viator High School for the last 21 years, I'm a highly unlikely candidate for this honor. After all, I'm the disciplinarian, the enforcer of the high expectations and standards of our college preparatory high school. Yet, over the years, I've been blessed to make the role my own and have had the extraordinary opportunity to make a difference in the lives of young adults. I love it. My classroom has been everywhere. in the halls, the lunchroom, at dances, on retreats, and more than an occasional Saturday detention. Ordinary, everyday things in the school day offer an opportunity to build relationships. I have both succeeded and failed, but have always strived to live out Mother Teresa's encouragement to all of us to do those small things with great love. As a dear friend and Viator parent and fellow educator, Tim Allaire always would remind me, our students do not care how much you know. They want to know how much you care. I and my colleagues at St. Viator care deeply for the success of our students. At 20 years of graduation masses, Viatorian priests have always encouraged our seniors. While you may not change the world, you have the ability to make a difference. I have tried to make a difference in the halls of St. Viator and in the Arlington Heights community. A gracious thank you to the Special Events Committee of Arlington Heights for this honor. Wow. And a very special thanks with love and blessings to Tim Allaire, Kathleen Corrigan Lind, Maria Devins, Cathy Wilhite, and Stephen Zeman for your nomination. I am so honored. And to my Viator family, students, parents, alum, and my amazing colleagues past and present, you always have my heart, beaming with lion pride. And from our fight song, this Lions, this loyal heart beats for you. Thank you.
Young at Heart, Heart of Gold recognizes a senior in Arlington Heights who continues to actively and enthusiastically contribute to our community. Commissioner Mike Prost will present this year's Young at Heart honoree.
I'd like to introduce Jeanette Domek, the Young at Heart, Heart of Gold Award winner. The Young at Heart, Heart of Gold Award recognizes a senior citizen in Arlington Heights who continues to actively and enthusiastically contribute to our community. Our award winner, Jeanette Domek, is the definition of a senior who continues to make a positive difference. She has volunteered at the Senior Center for the past 20 years, serving approximately 3,500 hours. She now serves on the Advisory Council. Her co-worker who nominated her has nothing but praise for Jeanette, citing her willingness to always help out and her genuine compassion and friendliness to everyone. She pointed out that Jeanette was the first volunteer to return when the Senior Center reopened from COVID this summer. Jeanette is a 40-year resident of Arlington Heights and is the mother of 4, stepmother to 4, grandmother to 16, and at last count, great-grandmother to an additional 16. There is one on the way. Jeanette has been instrumental in making sure the Senior Center has a presence in the Memorial Day Parade. She recruits her family to walk along the parade route and give out candy. What a great way to pass on her passion to the next generations. Jeanette is an inspiration to all of us for a life well lived. It is because of people like her that Arlington Heights is the city of good neighbors. I think Albert Einstein put Jeanette's life view best when he said, "Only a life lived for others is a life worth living."
I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Sharon Swanson for submitting my name to the committee, as well as to the committee for choosing me to receive this award. The news of this award came as such a pleasant and unexpected surprise. I am deeply honored to have even been considered for this award, and I humbly accept it. The center has always been a warm and inviting place for me, and it is my pleasure to be able to give back in any way that I can. Thank you all for this recognition, and please know that I hope to honor the spirit of this award and continue to support and serve the center for as long as I am able. Thank you.
Heroic Heart of Gold recognizes a person in Arlington Heights who performs a heroic deed above and beyond the call of duty. Commissioner Steve Fromm joins us to present Heroic Heart of Gold.
Maya Angelou wrote how important it is for us to recognize and celebrate our heroes and sheroes. We are here today to do just that for this year's Heroic Hearts of Gold Award recipient, Kyla Michelle Davis. On August 27, 2020, Kyla acted instinctively to help a woman who was being threatened with a knife by her ex-boyfriend. The woman was a victim of domestic violence at the hands of this man. The man stated that it was his intent to kill the woman and then kill himself. When she witnessed a heated argument in the parking lot of a friend's apartment, Kyla took action. She yelled, "Hey, stop!" at the man, and subsequently let the woman into her car as the victim ran from her attacker. Within seconds, the man unsuccessfully tried to get into Kyla's locked car. With the 911 center guiding her, Kyla drove the victim towards the Arlington Heights Police Department while the man pursued them. Once cleared by an intervening police car, the woman was finally protected from her attacker. It was later determined that the man committed suicide. It seems clear that Kyla Davis saved a life on August 27th and genuinely earned the title of hero. Join me in recognizing her as this year's Heroic Hearts of Gold Award recipient. Kyla.
Thanks, Steve. I'd first like to show appreciation to Chief Procura as well as the Golden Hearts Committee for this nomination and award. While I've always tried to carry myself to be someone that others can look up to, being a heroine was never in my foresight. However, on August 27, 2020, it was a title that I gained and I hope to live up to. At 8 a.m., after working a 10-hour shift at a neighboring hospital, I arrived in my best friend's condominium complex. While parking in the visitor's lot, I noticed a female and a male standing just a few cars down having a conversation. Nothing then seemed out the ordinary. I then left my vehicle to retrieve a bag out of the passenger side. The woman began to run away from the man and she screamed out for help. She dropped her cell phone and came out of one shoe and then fell to the ground as the man chased behind her. I yelled out, "Hey, stop." The man, now standing over the woman, looked at me and turned, revealing that he had a knife. With the woman on the ground sobbing, he continuously taunted her with the knife as if he would stab her with it. Defenseless against any weapon, I walked back around the car to the driver's side, got in and locked my doors, and I called the police. I was able to give the operator the name of the complex as well as a detailed description of what they both were wearing. However, an actual address was not visible. As I was giving the description to the operator, the guy had forced the woman off the ground, and the two began to walk towards the front of the complex. He now had the knife at her side and his hand wrapped around her. He continuously looked back at me as they walked away. I pulled out of the parking spot to look for an address on any of the buildings and to follow them. The man was now forcing the woman into the back of his SUV. As I pulled around into that parking lot, I was able to give the police a description of the vehicle as well as a license plate number. I then continued to pull back as if I was going back to my original parking spot. However, I then heard the woman yell out, hey, help. So I then stopped my vehicle. As I stopped my vehicle, the woman began running towards my car, somehow escaping his SUV. I reached over and unlocked my passenger side door, and the woman got in. As I went to lock my doors, I did so in the right time because the guy had then pulled on my back seat passenger side door as well. As I pulled off in traffic, I noticed the guy had gotten his vehicle and followed us in traffic. On the phone with the operator still, they were guiding me towards the police station. As I'm in traffic, once again, I see the guy behind us racing through traffic, trying his best to get to my car. Thankfully, just a few seconds later, a police officer stopped right behind us at a red light, flagged for us to pull over, and we did. The paramedics arrived on scene, they checked the woman out, and she was okay. Shortly after that, we learned that the guy had gotten into a hit-and-run accident with 2 other vehicles and later committed suicide. While this was such an unfortunate incident that I would hope to happen to no one ever again, I'm very thankful to have been there. I'm thankful for all the recognition I've received for this, and I appreciate being here today.
Young Champion Heart of Gold recognizes a middle or high school student who goes beyond what is expected to have a positive impact in our community. I'm pleased to introduce Commissioner Kevin Seifert to recognize this year's Young Champion.
If you've ever found yourself wondering what the future might hold for our community, based on what I know about this year's Young Champion Heart of Gold winner, I can tell you, you should be feeling pretty optimistic. His name is Max Ward, and he's currently a computer science major at Northwestern University. Before that, he was a student at Prospect High School. At Prospect, Max wasn't your typical student. He was much more than that. His teachers described him as a selfless individual who served as a role model for his peers. He was a member of the School Service Club Executive Board, helping to plan dozens of community service events such as blood drives and backpack drives for those in need. He was a regular volunteer at Timothy's Ministries luncheons for the homeless, and he also led multiple teams of students who gave up their time doing fall and spring yard work for senior citizens through District 214's Act of Kindness program. On top of all this volunteer work, he still managed to maintain an exceptional GPA even while taking college prep classes, participating in Prospects Jazz Band, being captain of the wrestling team, a National Honor Society member, and an incoming mentor to freshmen. So as I mentioned, if Max is an indicator of the sort of leadership we can expect to see in the future here in Arlington Heights, I think we'll agree that we're in good hands. It's my pleasure to present this year's Young Champion Heart of Gold Award to Max Ward.
Volunteer Heart of Gold recognizes an individual with a true volunteer spirit who contributes his or her time to one or more charitable or civic organizations in our village. The Volunteer Heart of Gold honoree will be presented by Commissioner Carrie Stanley.
Stephanie Keller is our Volunteer Heart of Gold top dog for 2020. Stephanie serves as a Comfort Dog Ministry Ambassador at St. Peter's Lutheran Church. She manages the extremely busy schedule of Susie, the St. Peter's Comfort Dog, and coordinates a team of volunteers who help Susie with her appearances throughout Arlington Heights. Lutheran Church Charities Canine Comfort Dog Ministry began in 2008. It is a human care ministry bringing comfort to those suffering or in need. From Superstorm Sandy to Sandy Hook, victims have been comforted by the calming nature and skills of purebred golden retrievers all over the United States. LCC currently has over 139 canine comfort dogs in more than 27 states. Stephanie, a teacher at St. Peter's, started working with Susie in 2013 and has provided comfort to many in the community. From hospitals and nursing homes to school and village events, Stephanie and her team are constantly on the move. A highlight for Stephanie is seeing how children and adults under stress light up when Susie enters the room, watching a fearful child become excited and bringing a moment of comfort to someone in mourning. After 7 years of faithful service, Susie passed last November. Stephanie and her team started a campaign to raise funds to acquire another comfort dog. Meanwhile, they're working with the new dog Benjamin and other dogs in the area to continue to provide this valuable service to the Arlington Heights community. It is now my honor to introduce Stephanie Keller.
Hey, Benjamin. Okay, Benjamin, down. When I got the phone call that I had been selected for the Volunteer Heart of Gold Award, I was completely and thoroughly astounded. It would have been an honor just to be nominated, but to be selected, incredible. Especially because I'm only one of a large group of volunteers, about 4,000 of us, that work with the Lutheran Church Charities and the Comfort Dog Ministry on a regular basis. Our mission is to share the mercy, compassion, presence, and proclamation of Jesus Christ to those who are suffering and in need, which we are able to do using these specially trained golden retrievers as a bridge to connect with people. However, it is not about the dogs, and it is certainly not about me. It's all about the person that needs that presence, comfort, or joy. St. Peter Lutheran Church's comfort dog, Susie, worked with me and her other handlers for 7 years. She worked with her veteran handlers and her police handler and all of her handlers at many places and events, including deployments to different states for disasters, both natural and man-made. She made a difference in the lives of thousands of people, and it was truly a blessing to work with her. As we all know, this year has been especially difficult for everyone, and just when comfort dogs would be needed more than ever, COVID restrictions have kept many of our handlers and dogs at home. During this time, our team experienced the loss of Susie after a brief illness. It was heartbreaking for all of us, for those of us who worked with her and for those whose lives she touched. But we don't give up, we don't lose hope. We will continue to work when it's safe to do so, both in person and electronically, with Zoom calls and Google Meet. It's not quite the same, but hopefully we'll soon be back to being more present with the people that we serve. I would like to thank Deb Whistler for nominating me for this award, and all the Hearts of Gold committee members who work so hard and are so dedicated to honoring the good that they see in our community. What a blessing you all are. Another blessing to me is my family, David and Morgan, who cheerfully give me the time to do the work that I do with the comfort dogs and help me whenever possible. I couldn't do it without you. And because this ministry would not be possible without so many others on my team, I would like to dedicate this award to our St. Peter team of ministry helpers, handlers, and caregivers. You are all amazing, and you are the only way that this ministry happens for our community and beyond. Barb Granato, Sharon Flaherty, Donna Martin, and Anastasia, thank you for being my sounding board and support for me and the whole ministry. I would also like to dedicate this award to all the people at Lutheran Church Charities and their affiliates who make this ministry happen all over the country. The administrators, trainers, top dogs, and volunteers in all areas. And last but not least, I would like to introduce you to Benjamin. Okay. Benjamin, sit. He is a Lutheran Church Charities staff dog that will be working with us in Arlington Heights and the surrounding area until St. Peter can get another comfort dog of our own. So watch for Benjamin, or Hannah, Jacob, Flex, Jojo, Myra, Tobias, or any of the other approximately 130 Lutheran Church Charities comfort dogs that you might see. Thank you all so much, and I wish you all an especially blessed 2021 filled with peace, joy, and comfort. Dogs.
Community Spirit Heart of Gold recognizes an individual or a group in Arlington Heights that has made a significant contribution to the village, often by working on a thankless but necessary project. Please welcome Commissioner Scott Rauter to present Community Spirit Heart of Gold.
Hello, everyone. This year I have the honor and privilege to introduce the 2021 Community Spirit Heart of Gold honoree. When COVID hit the area last March and everything shut down, many of us wondered what we could do to help those that would be adversely affected, with schools closed, along with their cafeterias, as well as people laid off from their jobs. Yeulanda Degala, along with a friend, jumped into action last March 13th and helped to create the Facebook group Neighbors Helping Neighbors in Arlington Heights. Immediately, opportunities were posted for neighbors to donate and volunteer. Yeulanda set up bins on her porch, posted her address, and invited all to drop off donations of food, snacks, and essentials. Yeulanda began to work with local schools to coordinate distribution to those in need. Youlanda's husband, 2 children, and neighbors pitched in to pack and deliver the items. Youlanda's efforts have given people food and necessities, as well as joy and hope during this unprecedented time. Her efforts have also given many people an outlet to help. The Facebook page, which now has over 2,200 members, has become a way for residents to share stories, seek support, volunteer, and donate. The Facebook page is intended to offer a lifeline to everyone impacted by the pandemic, from mundane needs to vital services. Yeulanda recognized that there were many families in our community who were in true dire need, having lost their jobs to COVID and worried about feeding their children. We are now 10 months into the pandemic, and Yeulanda is still collecting and distributing food to those in need. Now I would like to present the 2021 Community Spirit Heart of Gold to a neighbor helping neighbors in the city of Good Neighbors, Yeulanda Degala. Yeulanda.
Thank you, Scott, Village of Arlington Heights, and the Special Events Commission. I am so humbled to receive this honor. Just thinking about the past 10 months and what a whimsical thought of my own children's snacking habits turned into brings so much joy to my heart and soul. There are so many people with food insecurities here in our town. Sometimes it's your friends that don't know how to tell you. Sometimes it's your own family that don't want to burden you. And sometimes it's your neighbor, ones that you've known for years or ones that you've never met. I grew up in a very small town where neighbors always helped neighbors. Someone was always watching, so you couldn't really get away with anything. However, if Everyone knew that if they were hungry, they could come to my grandmother's house. We didn't have much, but she would not let anyone leave without feeding them. This entire effort is simply to give folks a hand up during the dark times, to take a small burden from families so they didn't have to make the choice between food or rent, or paying utilities versus buying diapers or other essentials. I know these struggles. I have lived them, and I laid them out for everyone to see. I allowed myself to be vulnerable so others knew that they were not alone, and things do get better. My hope was that others would see what I was doing and let them know that they could do it too. One of the things that always struck me as amazing through this last year is the people that would drop off hard-to-find items like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and sanitizer. You sharing these items with others gave me a renewed hope and faith in humanity. So thank you for that. Thank you to my neighbors. Thanks for trusting me with your stories and for allowing me to serve you. Thanks for listening to my stories and helping me with this effort. I cannot call everyone by name, but I am going to call out our cereal fairy, Deb Barnstable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is quite magical to walk outside and see your entire front porch covered with 50 boxes of cereal twice a week. She's definitely a lover of this community and her neighbors. Thanks for helping me see the magic. To Elisa, Christine, Sue, and Joan, I do not even understand how you get to know people better during a pandemic when you haven't seen one another face to face. But here we are, and fingers crossed, one day we get to celebrate this year. To Rachel Hooker, you are the most brilliant, amazing person, my constant glass half full partner. I met Rachel at the Olive Mary Stitt playground because I was laughing loudly as usual, and she came up and said, "We should be friends." Yes, we should. That was 6 years ago, and one of the best decisions on earth. Rachel does not take "I can't" for an answer. It goes against her mantra and entire being. We do great things together, and we'll continue to serve this community as long as there's breath in our bodies. It's just what we do. To Satish, Syra, and Rohan, my family, I feel like I hit the lottery every day with you. I don't even know where to begin. When we first started, I said to my husband, "Thanks for letting me start a pantry in our house." And he said, "You would have done it anyway." And he's right, I would have. We lost our gym memberships, but my husband unloaded and loaded my van and the bin 1,000,000 times. The best thing was the first couple of weeks when he looked at me out of the blue and said, "You never cease to amaze me." I'm so proud of you. Syra, thanks for tagging along. Thanks for helping pack boxes and taking every life lesson that this effort has thrown your way. I have loved watching you grow this last year. Rohan is 8, so Rohan asked me daily for the first 2 weeks if he could eat the snacks. Nobody. I said that every single time, and eventually he got it. So thank you to Rohan for not eating the food. Thank you for your patience, support, love, and for making me laugh. I could not have done anything without you all, and I'm the luckiest person on earth to have the privilege of being your wife and mom. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for this honor in serving this community. You have continued to give me purpose during these trying times. Stay tuned because I'm just getting started. Let's keep up this community spirit together. Thank you.
Business Leader Heart of Gold recognizes a business that goes beyond in responsibilities to make our village a better place to work and live through participation or philanthropic support of community organizations and programs. I would like to introduce Diane Jamison to present this year's Business Leader Heart of Gold recipient.
How does a small business make a big impact? Spend a few minutes inside Alamode Collections and you will see how. This unique fashion and gift boutique exudes positivity and warmth from the moment you walk in the door. It's a shining example of a small family business with a big heart. Jamie Bellizzi is the owner and creator of Alamode Collections. She is described by her employees as kind, caring, thoughtful, patient, understanding, and generous. Customers will see Jamie placing new jewelry pieces on display just as easily as holding a baby while mom shops, or walking a customer to their car, or hand delivering a purchase to a customer's front porch. Jamie takes a personal interest in each of her customers and their needs. Jamie opened her doors in 2007 when her two daughters were 10 and 12 years old. You might say they grew up in the business and they learned from the best. Today, Christina and Marissa are instrumental in running the business alongside their mom, sharing the same passion for helping others, giving back to the community, and leading with their heart. Jamie's passion for serving others is as deep as her love for fashion. She considers it a privilege and an honor to give back to the community that has supported her business throughout the years, and it shows in her ongoing generosity. She is quick to donate a piece of jewelry or a sampling of the store's offerings for a charitable fundraiser. A la Mode routinely supports a variety of organizations with its many after-hours charity shopping nights, where customers shop and proceeds are donated to the named charity. Even as the pandemic shut down all businesses, Jamie jumped into action to quickly find a way to keep the community safe. She connected with a longtime friend and clothing vendor that made fashion-forward face masks, sold them online, and offered delivery curbside or right to their doorstep. Then she donated the proceeds from the sales of the face masks to the Children First Fund. It is my pleasure to present this year's Business Leader Heart of Gold Award to Jamie Bellizzi of A La Mode Collections.
Thanks, Diane. I would like to thank the Village of Arlington Heights and the Special Events Commission for hosting this event. Despite the circumstances, you have made an extra effort to make it special and focus on the good in our community, even during a pandemic. Being recognized and nominated is so humbling, and it has allowed me to reflect on my years in business. I have immense gratitude for the meaningful relationships I've built and how wonderful it is to be part of the Arlington Heights community, not only as a resident, but as a business owner. Over the years, the community's support has kept my inspiration and vision fueled every day. In the last 14 years, A La Mode has been more than just a retailer. My business foundation is a mirror of the selfless and giving community we have. We live in an active, vibrant town with many creative, inspiring local leaders that I love collaborating with to make a positive impact on our community. In the end, the strength of one depends on all. Thanks to local philanthropists, we've been an active participant in many local fundraisers, organizations, and nonprofits. Through our brilliant educators and school system, I've been able to share my knowledge with elementary, high school, and college-age students. With community appreciation, we have been able to share the talents and gifts of many local and global artists. And with the help of admirable women in our community being a part of our staff, we empower women daily. Thank you for giving me the honor of making my business vision greater than I ever imagined. Serving this community continues to be a rewarding journey that I am forever grateful for. Thank you.
Kenneth M. Bonder Beautification Heart of Gold, named for former village manager, recognizes an individual or group that has made a special effort to enhance the physical character of Arlington Heights through time and effort. Commissioner David Jaffe will present the Kenneth Bonder Beautification Heart of Gold.
The 2021 Beautification Hearts of Gold Award goes to the Arlington Heights Park District for the new Arlington Ridge Center located at 660 North Ridge Avenue in Arlington Heights. Accepting the award for the Park District is Brian Meyer, Director of Recreation and Facilities, and Ben Ray, Director of Parks and Planning. These two gentlemen have been involved in every aspect of the project from its initial inception 5 years ago, from its initial planning, design conception, budgeting, and weekly construction meetings until its completion in November 2019. The project was envisioned to expand the existing Olympic Indoor Aquatic Center into a state-of-the-art fitness and recreation facility for the residents of Arlington Heights.
doubling the size of the current facility to a total of 100,000 square feet. The much anticipated dedication was held on December 31st, 2019. It was designed by FGM Architects and construction management by Corporate Construction Services. The new Arlington Ridge Center was designed in a sleek postmodern architecture of prefabricated concrete, aluminum, and expansive glass. Its open and airy interior is exhilarating and inviting to everyone entering the two-story glass-enclosed reception area and adjoining basketball courts, or taking in a few laps around the second-floor indoor running track. The addition created a new 2,100 square foot entrance and gathering space, 2 high school-sized basketball courts which can be subdivided into 4 smaller practice courts, a dramatic second-floor open walking and jogging track, 6 pickleball and 4 volleyball courts, a spacious 5,100 square foot workout room with a full glass views of the outdoor soccer fields, new men's and women's locker rooms, including a family changing room, and an inviting and interactive children's playroom. The project also added a new warm water wellness pool, upgrades to the existing pools and aquatic center areas, a new ADA-compliant stair entrance to the main pool, which eliminated the cumbersome movable stairs, new deck drainage system for the kiddie pool, new boiler, and roof to the existing facility. The project took nearly 1.5 years to complete at a cost of $17 million, which included $1 million in upgrades to the existing Olympic Center facility. It recently was awarded the coveted 2020 Alan F. Bombeck Excellent in Design by the Arlington Heights Design Commission. The facility is truly an architectural gem that will be enjoyed by the residents of Arlington Heights for many years to come, including 10,000 residents who joined in the first month of operation, surpassing first year's goals. On behalf of the Arlington Heights Special Events Commission, I would like to congratulate the Arlington Heights Park District for this coveted award. Thank you.
On behalf of the Arlington Heights Park District, we graciously accept the 2021 Beautification Hearts of Gold Award for the Arlington Ridge Center at Legacy Park. We are honored to receive the award and would like to thank the Arlington Heights Special Events Commission for recognizing the facility. The vision for the facility was to create a one-stop shop in the center of Arlington Heights to provide opportunities for fitness, swimming, and indoor athletics. We've accomplished that vision by successfully constructing a multifaceted facility that is within 2 miles of 65% of households in Arlington Heights.
The project also included improved outdoor amenities like an expanded parking lot, new playground, and a basketball court, and renovations to Safety Town. We were proud to open the doors to the public on December 31st, 2019, and received an overwhelming positive reception from the community. The facility will effectively serve the community for many years to come. We'd like to thank our Board of Commissioners, staff, and the many citizens who attended public input meetings or gave input on the project for their commitment and dedication. Thank you again for your generous consideration of the Arlington Ridge Center. We will proudly display the award at the center for all to appreciate.
Pam Stocking Community Service Heart of Gold recognizes an individual whose passion and spirit has impacted the entire village in a unique and special way. I am pleased to present Village President Tom Hayes, who will introduce this year's Pam Stocking Community Service Heart of Gold recipient.
Well, it's always the mayor's honor to award the last very special Heart of Gold of our annual celebration. Having known Pam Stocking personally as a friend, as well as professionally as the village's first Disability Services Coordinator, it is truly a special honor for me to once again present the Community Services Heart of Gold name in her memory. I know that Pam would be so pleased to know that the winner of this year's award is an individual who has displayed the same passion to help improve the lives of others that she displayed on a daily basis. The Pam Stocking Award recognizes individuals whose passion and spirit have impacted the village of Arlington Heights in a unique and special way. Mary Beth Delaney has done just that. Recognizing that all are precious in God's sight, Mary Beth's dedication and passion for seeing that those with special needs lead fulfilling lives has spanned nearly 20 years in School District 25 and currently at South Middle School, where she puts her heart and soul into ensuring that her students grow academically, socially, and emotionally. Although I did not get to participate in her famous dance party, I did have the opportunity to visit Mary Beth's classroom at South back in December to announce in front of her students that she would be receiving this award. The positive, loving, and caring environment I experienced that morning clearly reflected the reason for her success. In addition to her schoolwork, Mary Beth's commitment to helping and serving others with special needs is clearly demonstrated by her active involvement with other endeavors, including the Children's Research Triangle, Camp SOAR, and Jerry's Cafe. In all of these ways, Mary Beth's dedication to the health and welfare of others has positively impacted the lives of many in our community. She has truly demonstrated the passion and spirit reflective of this award, and so I'm honored now to present the 2021 Pam Stocking Community Service Heart of Gold to Mary Beth Delaney. Mary Beth?
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to thank Dr. Jim Morrison for his nomination. His encouragement has been invaluable, and his kind words mean a great deal to me. I'd also like to thank the Hearts of Gold Committee for this award. I know some of the past recipients and feel honored to have my name beside theirs. Most of all, I'd like to thank my family, my boys Patrick, Robert, and Paul, daughter-in-law Lizzie, and wonderful husband Joe. I could do nothing without your love and support. It feels a bit odd to be recognized for things that bring me great joy. It is a privilege to work on the board of Children's Research Triangle. CRT's mission is to serve the growing number of children affected by the trauma of abuse, family and community violence, neglect, and prenatal substance exposure. Any small part I can play in improving the lives of these children and their families is a gift. I am also excited to work as an ambassador for Jerry's Cafe. We are close to opening a full-service coffee shop in Arlington Heights that will provide meaningful employment and training for adults with developmental disabilities. If you ever have extra time or money, I can let you know where to volunteer and to whom to address your check. Above all is teaching. I don't remember a time when I didn't want to work with children with special abilities. When I was a volunteer at Kirk Center during high school, my mentor, Judy Brault, told me that if the children I worked with felt loved and cared for during our time together, everything else was gravy. During my 34 years as a speech pathologist and teacher, I pray that my students have felt valued and respected. It has always been my goal to help my students reach their potential and have some fun while doing so. I have been blessed to work with an incredible group of educators, including administration, teachers, therapists, and my amazing teaching assistants. They have challenged me, inspired me, picked me up, and made me smile, all while keeping their focus on doing what is best for kids. The parents of my students have felt like family, and together I believe we have made a positive difference. I hope I have been worthy of their trust. There have been ups and downs, which is to be expected, but there has always been joy. There are smiles, laughter, and celebrations of even the smallest successes. Thank you for this honor. I promise to try to keep doing all I can to improve the lives of children and adults with special needs and unique abilities. I have received so much more than I have given. I have truly been blessed. Thank you.
I would like to once again thank you for taking the time to join us for our 2021 Hearts of Gold event. The members of the Special Events Commission urge you to stay safe and healthy, and we look forward to seeing you in person at future events in Arlington Heights.